The sun rises behind my blind with snow still on the ground from a recent snowstorm. So I get out and make sure I have plenty of bird seed around before getting in the blind to attempt to do some photography in different conditions than I normally have here in my little bird studio. Hope I can get some good shots today. Good morning, it's Phil Thatch, and this is day 3 of snow in Chattanooga. On day 1, I went out and did some landscape photography and street photography and a little bit of bird photography. Day 2, I had to work. Day 3, I'm off, and I'm out here in the blind. Now, most of my perches, the snow is not on them anymore, but what's different about today, the background is a hill that leads up to my neighbor's house, and that hill is still completely covered in snow. So all of the backgrounds in my shots will be bright white. So I'm excited about a little bit different type of a shot today here in the blind. Now today I'm using my Nikon Z8. I know I've been using my Nikon Z8 a lot lately, but you know what? It's my very favorite camera of all the cameras I've owned in my life. So I end up using it the most. And my favorite birding lens right now is the 600 PF, but although it is nice and light and super sharp, it has a minimum focus distance of about 12 feet, and I'm about 10 feet from my perches, and I don't need 600 millimeters. So today I'm using my 180 to 600, and I'll be shooting mostly around 300 or 400 millimeters. I'm going to stop it down about a third of a stop. This lens is a little bit sharper when it's not completely wide open, unlike the 600 PF. So I'll be shooting probably 7.1 most of the morning. So I'm excited about getting started. It's currently 22 degrees Fahrenheit, very cold out here, but at least it's going to be nice and sunny today. And I've got a heater in the blind, but I can't run it wide open because when I did earlier this morning, it flipped the breaker. So I've got to run it a little lower than maximum on the fan speed and the heat levels. So hopefully that'll be enough to at least keep my feet warm. The first bird I spotted was a female house finch, and I got a couple of pictures of her at 6.3, and then I decided to stop down to 7.1. Here's the female house finch on the stump perch, got some golden hour light on her and snow in the background. This is 430 millimeters, 1/320th of a second, wide open at 6.3 and ISO 1000. Here's another shot in that same sequence with the exact same settings. In this first shot, she has a seed, and in this second shot she has a seed and she's looking at us. I've got this hollowed out right here in the top with seeds down in it. I was having genuine struggles this morning, and I often struggle a little bit when it's bright and sunny, and I think it's because light was coming in through this side of the blind and I was casting a shadow as I moved around. And so I left the blind, which I virtually never do, and I went out and I got a tarp and added it to kind of darken up the area behind me so I'm not casting a shadow. And it's made some improvements. Before I put the tarp up, I got a picture of a woodpecker that stayed for just a fraction of a second. Here's the female red-bellied woodpecker, and she has landed on one of my perches. And in this shot, I decided not to edit out the seeds in the foreground. And look at this giant nut right here. In the next picture, you'll see that that nut is no longer there because she has it in her mouth. These are 260 millimeters, 1/400th of a second. Stop down a third of a stop to f7.1 and ISO 1600. Beautiful female red-bellied woodpecker. And this is looking over to the left where the Leland cypress is in the background, and you can see the Leland cypress with snow on it. So that's kind of cool too. Not too fond of the foreground on this one, but everything else I really like. And a European starling. Here's an invasive species. This is a European starling, and sometimes you'll see hundreds of these flying around and doing murmurations, but usually on my back porch I only get somewhere between 1 and 5 at a time. Just one today. This is 380 millimeters. Getting a little bit more light now. My shutter speed is up to 1/500th of a second. f7.1 and 360 ISO. But after I put the tarp up, I've had visitation from some eastern bluebirds, which I absolutely love. And, you know, I don't have any live food out here. I don't have any grub worms or anything, but they're coming to the seed feeders because it's the dead of winter. This is a female eastern bluebird, and normally they eat live prey, but in the wintertime they eat seeds, and I've just got some seeds on the railing there. This is 350 millimeters, 1/640th of a second now, f7.1 and ISO 320. And I got a few shots of her, same settings on these, just beautiful. I love the subtle colors on the female eastern bluebird. The males are a little bit brighter, and I love their colors as well, but a lot of times people think the females are too drab, but I think they're absolutely beautiful. And I like the background in this. The background back here, this is snow, but this part of the snow is in the shade, and it has a nice blue tone. And this snow over here is not in the shade, and it is more white in color. It's amazing how much the color will change just because one part of the snow is in shade and the other part isn't. One more of that same bluebird, still the same settings, 1/640th of a second, 430 millimeters, f7.1, 280 ISO on this one. And another shot in that sequence, 320 ISO on this one, otherwise the same settings. Here's another female house finch up on top of the stump perch. This is 600 millimeters. I really filled the frame with her, 1/640th, f7.1, and ISO 360. Mrs. Bluebird is back, but now she's on a perch where I can't see the seeds, so I like that about this shot. This is 390 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 400. And here she is kind of adjusting her position on that perch. And even though I'm at 1/640th of a second, there's still a pretty good bit of motion blur in her wing, but her eye is absolutely tack sharp. 390 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 400. Same exact settings for this one, as she has settled down and is comfortable now on my angled perch. One more shot in that sequence. I just loved these eastern bluebirds, and I haven't seen them around the house in a while, so I kind of got carried away with lots and lots of shots. Same settings on this one, but the ISO bumped up to 400. And another shot in that sequence, same settings once again, ISO's down to 360 on this one. Look, it's another shot in that sequence of the eastern bluebird female. I had a visit from a mockingbird that I'm pretty sure I got a decent picture of. This is a mockingbird over on the perch to the left-hand side of the porch that has the Leland cypress in the background. I like this shot, except for it would be better if it was looking at me. This one is 410 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 1250. Now he's looking at me, almost too much he's looking at me. This one is 1400 ISO, 1/640th, 410 millimeters, and f7.1. Look at that beautiful eye on this northern mockingbird, the state bird of Tennessee and the mascot of the local university, the UTC Mocs. Here's another shot of that same mockingbird. This is ISO 1250, 410 millimeters, 1/640th, and f7.1. Here's a male house finch on my angled perch at the very top of it, and it has lots of non-shaded snow in the background of it. This is 410 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, stopped down a third of a stop to f7.1, and the ISO landed at 280. The red-bellied woodpecker came back on the exact same perch. Pretty sure I got a shot of her. And now the female red-bellied woodpecker has returned. This time I've kind of cropped out the seeds in front of her, although you can barely see one right here in this area. Just a beautiful bird. This is 350 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 720. And now she's taking the time to reach down and get herself a seed or a nut, and she's just about to fly off with it. And you can definitely see the signature namesake red belly in these shots of this female red-bellied woodpecker. The male never came and visited me this morning, but I was happy to see the female a couple of times. Same settings in this shot. I had a dark-eyed junco, aka snowbird, show up. It landed perfectly on a perch, and I got a great picture of it. Super happy with it, except I clipped the tail feather just a little bit. And of course I corrected for that before the bird flew off, but its head angle was never good, so really bummed that I messed up a perfect opportunity for a really good dark-eyed Junco shot. Here's the dark-eyed Junco shot, probably the best photograph I've ever made of a dark-eyed Junco. It is also on the very top of my angled perch, which gives it nothing but sunny snow in the background, nice white snow. Love everything about this except I clipped the tail just barely. I could probably fix that with AI, but I decided to present it to you how I shot it. And this is 420 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 280 of the dark-eyed Junco, also known as a snowbird. Most of the bluebird shots that I've gotten, if not all the bluebird shots that I've gotten so far, have been females. Beautiful, subtle colors on the female. But then a male landed in the Leland cypress, which is behind my purchase. Doesn't have good light on it, but there is some snow on the Leland cypress, and I got some shots of the male eastern bluebird in the Leland cypress. Now this is a lot of 600 millimeter shots of the male eastern bluebird in the Leland cypress, and these are 600 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 900. I took lots and lots of shots, and I just kind of edited, not all of them, but a lot of them, and I'm sharing them all with you. Every time you see the bird move a little bit, it's a different shot where I've kind of changed the crop just a little bit. But all of these are 600 millimeters, 1/640th of a second, f7.1, and ISO 900 of the beautiful male eastern bluebird in the snow-covered Leland cypress, just about 10 or 15 feet further away than my purchase, so probably 25 feet away from me. I was really hoping to get a better picture of a dark-eyed Junco and a northern cardinal in the snow, but I'm just getting too cold, so I'm going to call it a morning. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit thumbs up. That helps me out a lot. If you want to see some more stuff like this, subscribe and hit the bell. And as always, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye from the Back Porch Blind.